This video is for parents and educators who want to raise their energy level so they can connect better with their child or student with autism. When I was a speech therapist working in a school for children on the autism spectrum, I was really struggling. I was really having difficulty connecting with my students. And I would go home every day after work and just collapse in a chair because I was just so exhausted. I couldn't even get out of the chair. I was that drained. But it really wasn't until I was facing a health issue of my own when I realized that I needed to find ways to raise my level of energy. So I did some research and I was able to find some tools and slowly implemented them into my life one by one. And what I found was that my energy over time began to really rise. What I also found was that I was beginning to connect better with my students. And my students, in turn, were connecting better with me. By the way, my name is Hope, and today I'm going to show you 5 ways that you can connect with your child or student with autism by raising your energy level. Number 1, practice gratitude. One of the things about stress is that it takes us out of the moment and it makes us forget all the things that we're grateful for. But gratitude can help us to see the positive things in our lives. And if we think about all those things, we can have quite a list. So one of the things that we can do on a day-to-day basis to practice gratitude is to have a gratitude journal, which is a journal in which every day you write down, list all the things that you're grateful for. Now, I know that some days it's a little easier than others to be grateful for things, but on those days where it's difficult, sometimes you have to dig a little deep, but you will find something. Think about how you're grateful about your family, the fact that you're here alive another day, that your heart continues to beat, that your feet enable you to walk from place to place. Think about all the gratitude in the beauty and wonder of nature. And also, don't forget all the positive things about your children and students that you can be grateful for. Number 2, eat for higher energy. So just like different musical instruments are at different frequencies, all the foods on the planet have their own frequency. And foods that are high frequency are the foods you want to aim for to have more energy. So foods that are high in their frequency include living natural foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, water that has a quality water filter. Foods that are low frequency tend to be highly processed and sugary foods. These are the kinds of foods that you want to avoid if you want to have high sustained energy. And what I personally found was that when I ate foods that were more at a higher frequency, my energy was better maintained. And if you want to have the energy to connect with your children and students, eat high energy foods. Number 3, connect with nature. There is a frequency in the natural world that helps us to calm and rejuvenate. So nature is a strong key for being able to get energized. So I found that nature really helps to rejuvenate me. You may have found it yourself. Maybe you go out for a little while and then when you come back inside, you feel so much more energized. I find the same way. So I tend to get stuck in my head. So I need to remember to get into the present moment. So a quick way that I can do that is just going out into nature for a little while. Sometimes if I have a problem that I'm struggling with and I've been struggling with it for a long time, I'll go outside and then within a short period of time, I'll come up with a solution. Whereas if I had been indoors, it might have taken hours for me to come up with something, if at all. So nature is extremely powerful. And so I highly recommend getting out there for even 10 minutes if your time is short or the weather isn't optimal. And don't forget to get your children out there as well. Number 4, exercise. Exercise releases endorphins, which are those feel-good hormones. You know how you feel really good after you go to the gym or you do a workout? Those are endorphins. Exercise also reduces levels of hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, which you definitely don't want too much of or you're going to get highly stressed. Exercise releases stuck or stagnant energy in the body. And exercises like yoga, walking, Tai Chi, Qigong. I loved Qigong. That's something that several years ago, I began doing myself. And Qigong is a form of traditional Chinese medicine. And it involves movements that help to release stuck energy in the body. So then over time, you will find yourself to be more energized if you're a regular practice of something like Qigong. So it's good to get a regular exercise routine because that's another tool that will help you to increase your energy so that you can connect better. Number 5, practice meditation. Meditation, I cannot say enough about. It has so many benefits. It quiets the mind, it trains you to experience the present moment, and it helps to increase mindfulness throughout the day. So you just have more awareness of what you're doing and saying throughout the day. It reduces stress and anxiety, which really can deplete energy. There are so many styles of meditation. I know we say, I don't have time to meditate, or I can't get my mind still enough to meditate. It just doesn't work for me. But there are so many styles of meditation to try out, so you may find one that works for you. For example, there's guided meditations, which are all over the internet. There are moving meditations. One of them that I mentioned, Qigong. Another one is Tai Chi, where you are focused on movement so that your mind is able to quiet down as you focus on the movements. So try different meditation styles to see what might resonate with you. Before I go, I want to suggest that you start with one tool that I listed. Work with it for 30 days, see how it goes. And then when you feel ready, you can start to add another one. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now.